Welcome to RunAsYouAre. My name is Nick. This is Rob. We are starting a whole new company, a brand called RunReady. It's our health brand that RunAsYouAre is launching. This series is going to talk about all the behind the scenes, talk about how we're going to build it, what we're building, and what it's all about, and why we're doing it too.
Episode 1 is now. Don't understand what "and" means, that we're speaking to ourselves, and that's bad.
Is that
This is
like
the shakeout run.
Yeah, that's
They'll start and stop from RC. My name is Tristan McLean. I am a run specialist and the community coordinator here at RunAsYouAre.
Oh, but not just the community coordinator. What does the community coordinator do here? A lot.
Well, I handle events, I manage the run club, I take care of every person that walks in and out of the door, and I try to set the standard for engagement.
Yeah, which is where our roots are.
My name is Gabriella, and I do merchandising.
And more. What else do you do?
More.
Designs. She merchandises everything, so when you walk into RunAsYouAre, all of the clothing, installations, arrangements, everything like that is done by Gabriella. Soon we'll spill into online as well, so she's going to be the digital merchandiser as well. She also helps out with RunReady, the footwear grading. Pretty much is the jack of all trades here.
My name's Matt, and I look after all the stock and the shoes and we make sure everything's running smoothly.
Smoothly. If it's not smooth, it's crap.
The main reason I love working here is because it's never boring. No 2 days are ever the same.
Little pedo chocolat. Okay, I have to preface this part with I don't normally drink a cortado, but if you've already had 2 coffees, a cortado is a great way to get more espresso in you without drinking too much coffee.
Rob, I asked you about the shop getting things done, not about
right.
coffee.
No, we certainly don't get as much done as Marie is the wheels behind this operation. Marie is our director of operations, interim general manager. Marie, what do you do here? What do you actually do here?
What do I actually do? There's a lot of herding.
Herding is a good way to put it. I think that's the first line in her job description is herding.
What's the second line in your job description?
There's the second line in her job description should be keeping Larry, Nick, and Rob on task. Anytime I walk out onto the floor and see the retail team, they're at the top of their game. Anytime I come into the back, there might be a photo shoot going on, some inventory management, or just a collaboration on a project. And the team's always super hyped, always super motivated on things, and it's just really rad to see.
I'm going to introduce you to the RunReady team. And this is Danny, one of our physios here. And then we have Sean here, who's a recently new physio.
Yes.
Actually came on before he was a physio. So he just kind of stumbled in the door. Randomly just stumbled into the door. And then we had a conversation, and he was keen, big runner. They're both runners, by the way, which is great.
So what do you have them doing?
Well, Sean has been extremely integral because he's been putting together a lot of the exercises for our exercise library. So this is kind of step 3 of the whole RunReady performance program. And Sean's been kind of spearheading that in a lot of ways. So at least owning a big chunk of it.
And Danny?
Danny more so on the assessment side, partly because she has experience as a physio in treating runners and has been doing it for multiple years now, and then Sean less so, but currently is ready to go. He's set.
The first day, he sat me down and said, okay, we need around 1,000 exercises. And I was like, totally, can do. But the more time I spent here, the more I was like, oh, this is really cool. I like what the project was, and as like a new grad for myself, and still in the process of getting the registration at that time, I thought it was a great way to get mentorship from Danny, Nick, and everyone else that was part of the team. But also, like Danny was saying, the team itself is very great, very fun, very welcoming, and you kind of feel the energy of, I've never been a part of a startup, but I'm assuming what energy of a startup is normally to feel like.
What made me want to be involved was I felt like it really solved a problem that I faced often with the clients who run. The run assessments would always end in them saying, like, what shoes do you want me in? or what shoes are going to be best, like based off of what you saw today. And because that world happens so quick, I'd be like, I only know what I run in and what I think is good, but that reiterates all the time. So then I would send them to shops that I knew what they were doing, often Vancouver Run Co. and then RunAsYouAre. But I felt like what Nick proposed this entire system to do really solved a problem I faced like constantly with my running clients. So then I was like, I want to be a part of this. And then now I'm still here having a great time, and I think what's made me stick to it is the people involved in the organization, because it's also fun. So we're solving problems and having a good time, and it's not what I do on my other work days.
We've just been able to grow, I think, professionally while in this position.
There's Larry. Oh. And Vince.
My name is Larry Lau. I'm co-founder and CEO of RunAsYouAre. We're here in Toronto. Let me introduce you to our tech team. Yeah, so we have Stanley Yao and Damon Matharu. So Stanley's been with us from the beginning, our lead developer. Damon is focused a lot more on front-end development, just because we have so many things that interface with the consumers, public-facing. We need more support for Stanley. He's more focused on the back end. Alright, so I'm going to use this opportunity to break the fourth wall and then just show you a little teaser of what we've been doing from the technology side. So this is Pace, which I'm sure we will go through one day. But currently, when we host events at RunAsYouAre, consumers are actually required to scan a QR code. Probably is a bit too clunky. So we've been playing around with using NFC technology to streamline this. So we have this sign. If I'm at a store, we could have this like with a custom vinyl print or something like that. So when I tap my phone, you'll see that there's a link that actually shows up at the top. So this is just going right now to RunAsYouAre, but what we're able to do is we're going to be able to actually change the URL for this QR code, and when individuals tap, we would actually be able to help them check in. This is just one of the tech initiatives that we're trying to do and essentially just make it more user-friendly so that we can improve the user experience and get more people on board to RunAsYouAre. That's a wrap for episode 1. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we just showed you a really small glimpse of everything that we're doing at RunAsYouAre. Stay tuned for the next couple months. We have lots of updates for you at RunReady and RunAsYouAre.